Well, Simon, congratulations. The Nightcliff Tigers have advanced to the grand final after a massive win over the TIO Bombers. You must be pretty happy right now.
Yeah, pretty stoked as a playing group, and just the feeling in the rooms then was pretty special. A lot of the supporters come in, and they've all been waiting a while for another chance at a granny, so everyone's pretty stoked.
You had an outstanding first quarter. I think it was 6 goals to 1, but you had about 10 scoring shots. What was the message from the coaching staff and the leadership group going into the game?
Yeah, the main message to go into the game was to play defensive footy. So as soon as we get the ball into the forward 50, just to keep it in there and maximise our chances of scoring goals, because we knew that they score a lot of goals on the rebound. So we wanted to keep the ball in our forward half as much as we can, and so that was a big team effort doing that and pulling that off.
Yeah, I think you ended up with pretty much close to 40 scoring shots for the game. Cam Eilert finished with 5, and a number of other players finished with multiples. You must have been pretty happy with your forward line.
Yeah, the forward line was good. But I think it was a good team effort, just keeping the ball in there and giving them lots of opportunity, and just really making sure that TIO didn't get a quick rebound outside the 50. So, and it shows how good our forward pressure was as well, just keeping it in there and maximising our forwards' opportunities.
Yeah, and in saying that, your midfield and your defence was also outstanding. Who did you see in the best for the Tigers today?
Yeah, I think my teammate down back, Daniel Bowles, was outstanding. He just he was at every contest just about. And then the mids, Phil Wills and Philo was everywhere. They were everywhere, and the big fella Milesy was pretty damaging in the air as well. So, and then all the forwards, the forward pressure was just unreal. We didn't have a real complicated game plan. It was just kick it to the talls and keep the smalls on the ground, and that's what we did. So kick it in along the Butcher and Melville and Hugo and then Hagan and Fitz and Cockwam Nicky and all those guys keep it on the ground, and it wasn't complicated, but we pulled it off.
Yeah, it was a fantastic team game. You pulled together in a huddle at the end of the game. What was said?
Look, just to keep a lid on it, really. There's a lot of pressure on us. We know that, but we just can control what we can control. On Tuesday and Thursday nights at training, and how we prepare for what's going to come. It's going to be a big couple of weeks, and we don't know who we're going to play yet. But the three teams that we could play, and whoever it is, we'll be ready for. So, the message was just to do what we can to keep and stay ready.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, it's your first year in the NTFL, and you moved up from Country Victoria, from Gippsland, I believe. How did you end up at the Tigers, and how are you enjoying territory footy? Yeah,
so I moved up with Danny Butcher, my teammate, and then John he flies in. So it was sort of like came as a small group, and we were just looking for a club, and there's some good people behind the scenes that found us a good club to come to, in Frank Grabaz and Chris Bucks, the coach, and also the playing group as well. So I didn't know anything about the footy up here. I knew that they played footy over in our summer, and it was a bit of a culture shock coming up here, and I think I got heat struck in the first couple of games, but slowly and surely sort of settled in and found my feet.
Awesome. Well, have you played in a premiership before? It's been a long time since the Tigers have won a flag, even though they played in a grand final in about 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. I played in 2 in under-18s at TAC Cup, lost them both, and then I won 2 in at Williamstown in the Development League. So, chasing that senior premiership, and it's going to be pretty special if we can pull this off, because there's a lot behind the club, and there's a lot of culture there, and there's a lot of people that are involved in it, and they put their heart and soul into the club, and so to pull on the jumper and have a shot at the premiership, it's a huge honour.
Well said. Well, you've had a fantastic year. You came runner-up in Tigers Best and Fairest last week. I wish you all the best for the next 2 weeks, and in the grand final we look forward to seeing you run out.
Great, thank you.